rising. Good morning, everybody. Oops, I gotta start over here. Tiki-talkie land. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? Happy hump day. Here we are. I cannot believe we are at September the 8th. September the 8th. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. How you guys doing today? We definitely have a delay happening in the house today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, welcome to the Morning Brew. I am Earth Angel Jamaica. It is a blessing and an honor to have you here in this place, space, and time. This is where we come together setting the intention to nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, focusing on the art of self-care and connecting to our prosperity through looking at the spiritual laws of tithing, forgiveness, goals, life purpose. And we are in week 5, day 3 of our 8-week series, Masters of Energy, where we are diving in, looking at our individual chakras, going each week into a different chakra, getting a little more clarity on the operation of that energy system within our being, how it works for us, how we can use different tools to bring that into balance. And hello, Teddy in the house. Thank you, Teddy. I see you in both spaces. Thank you for being there, my Teddy, in the house doing moderating for us in TikTok land and over in Facebook land. Thank you, Teddy. Did you get the invite for Facebook to be a moderator over there? Because I finally did. I finally found the buttons. I want to make sure you got the invite though, because I haven't figured out where to go and look and see yet, but I'll get there. I'm learning. So, like I said, we are in day 3, week 5, week 5, day 3, where we are focusing on the heart chakra. We're talking about the heart chakra, what that looks like with balance. And today we're focusing on the tools of the heart chakra. And Wednesday, we focus on the meditation, yoga exercises. And today we're going to talk about some breathing exercises that we could do to help bring us into balance with this chakra. Okay. So pull up my little notes here really quick. Hang on. So the heart chakra, remember, is associated with our capacity to love. It integrates, it's the bridge between the lower chakras and the upper chakras, right? It's that perfect bridge. It's the transcending point of personal identity and where the ego, right? Where the limitations of the ego are at. It's where our discernment comes from, appreciation for beauty in life, and experiencing deep and meaningful relationships. The heart chakra is all about blame Facebook notifications. No invite yet. Okay, I'll have to go back in and figure it out, Teddy. Hi, my sister Cherokee in the house. Hello, beautiful. Hello. So, right, this is our heart chakra, is the place of giving and receiving. This is where we have balanced relationships, the balance in giving and receiving. Okay. The heart chakra is about connecting and relating. The emphasis here is on love, giving, and receiving, and how open we are in relationships. Love is the energy that helps transfigure emotions and experiences. It is an essential element in any relationship, whether it's with ourselves or others. Okay? So, love through this chakra is not just about romance, but about going beyond the limitations of the ego and personal preoccupations and previous preoccupations to open up our heart, and our heart energy is opened and balanced. We can see clearly and position ourselves in any situation, no matter how challenging it is, with discernment and compassion. Okay. Good morning, my beautiful sister. We got Miss Kelly Jones in the house moderating as well. Thank you, Kelly, for being here. Grand Rising. Hello, my beautiful sister Victoria. Hello, everybody over there in TikTok. If you guys are wondering, I stream in 3 different platforms. So we're going TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. If for some reason, especially in Facebook land, if you find that it gets glitchy or you're having trouble with connecting to the video, make sure you go over and like and follow on my YouTube page. That's where Miss Victoria is watching from today. I don't have any issues with it. It streams really well there. Or TikTok land. It seems like we have no problem over here. Or you can always check out the website, guys, earthangelsheavensent.com. It's just like spelled exactly like the handle here. Check that out, and the links are there, and the videos, so you can go back and rewatch the videos as well. Good morning, my beautiful sister, Miss Karen, in the house as well. I'm so glad everyone's showing up. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning, Berta. I think I just seen you pop over there. Good morning. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. We're just getting started. We're talking about the heart chakra. I'm doing a little recap on what the heart chakra was about. And I have a really exciting little exercise for us today, because we're focusing today on the tools that we can use to bring the heart chakra into alignment, into balance. And the really cool thing, right? Again, just a reminder that the heart chakra is about bridging the gap between the lower chakras and the upper, right? This is the space of pure divine unconditional love lives here. No matter what, we all have that in our heart to bring us into alignment with our true higher selves. That's why it's important to be in contact with this, to understand the energy of this heart chakra, to make sure that it is open and flowing freely, so that we can give and receive with a beautiful balance. Beautiful balance. So one of the best ways, one of the best tools, one of the absolute best tools, we practiced this a little bit last week, right, is breathing the rainbow. We talked yesterday about essential oils that we can use, and of course, different foods that we can use to help support the body physically, right? While when we're talking about coming into balance and looking at our different energy systems. Teddy over in YouTube as well. Thank you, Teddy. Look at that. I got you all over the board, moderators everywhere. And Mike in the house. Teddy's always with Archangel Michael, is always working closely with Teddy. Always, always. So thank you, Teddy. Hi, my beautiful sister, Christy in the house. Christy Caston Bombs. Y'all, if you don't get a chance to go check out Miss Caston Bombs' show on the Native Prince, do it. I'm telling you, she does feather bomb. I call it the feather bombs. Caston Bombs feather bomb readings, and they are amazing. Thank you for being here, sister, and sharing your beautiful love and light with us. Hi, Krista. I love it. We got a full house. We're getting ready to do some fun exercises too. So welcome, guys. Perfect. Okay. So today we're going to practice one of the easiest tools that we can use to bring our heart chakra, into alignment. And that's color therapy and breath. Simple things that we have on hand 24/7. We don't have to carry a little satchel with us. We don't have to stuff it in our pocket. It's right here with us. At any time, we can use this type of exercise. Sweet Eyes, welcome. Thank you for being here. So we're going to do a little exercise. If you guys were here last week, you practiced with us. We did breathing in, where we really took deep breaths, and we went into breathing in the rainbow, focusing on breathing in the colors of our chakras as we went through. Today, we're going to do something along the similar lines, except for we're going to just focus on the color green. We're going to practice doing some breathing exercises together to start. I'm going to walk you through a little breathing exercise, bring you into a calm, relaxing state. And then I want you to just continue in that meditative state as I do a little reading about the color green. And use this time to focus on the color green, allowing the words that I'm using to talk about the color green to just resonate and flow through, picturing the energy, picturing your connection to the heart center. Just picture and imagine visualizing bringing yourself into that heart. Okay. So, of course, if you're driving or at work or in a situation where you cannot do this exercise, just hang out with us anyway, but keep doing what you're doing and come back later. Come back after, when you're in a situation where you can practice this, or just listen and hang out with us and practice on your own. You don't even have to come back necessarily and do it with us. This is something you can practice on your own at home, okay? So I want everybody to just take a few deep breaths, either sit down, relax if you're in a situation that you can relax, or you can just stand comfortably if that's what feels good to you. I want you to take your hands. We're going to take our hands. We're going to rub them together to where we feel that friction, that energy. Get that connection, the connection to our energy, right? Kind of pull your hands apart, feel that friction, feel the energy going between the hands. Now we're going to take those hands and whatever's comfortable for you, either in a prayer position up against where your thumbs are touching the heart center right here at the breastbone, right in the center, right at that chakra, right in the middle, bringing together. You can place your hands gently on your heart, across your chest, hugging yourself this way, both hands on shoulders across this way. Whatever feels comfortable to you, but allow yourself with that energy, those hands to feel, connect with your energy system. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a soft gaze at something if that's more comfortable. And take some deep breaths in, feeling that energy. Feel that breath of life deep into your lungs. Deep breath, feeling your chest expand as you breathe in. As deep as you can, making that as big, your chest as big and expansive as possible. And release. Letting go. Feeling the chest relax. Releasing. Another deep breath in, deep breath in. Relax. Release. With your next breath in, start picturing the color green. We're breathing in that color green, feeling green expand into our lungs, through our shoulders, through our arms, through our hands. When we breathe out, we're releasing. We're breathing out, we're letting go of all that doesn't serve, coming into this relaxed, meditative state just with breath, breathing in the color green, deep into our chest, and release, nice and calm. Continue in this state as I read a little bit about the color green. Continue to imagine yourself immersed in the color green, surrounded in the different shades, from light to dark. Even though most people think that pink is the color of the heart chakra, it's associated with the color green. Green is composed of blue and yellow in equal parts. It's the color of love and resides at the very center of your being, which is your heart center. Continue to breathe that color green in deep and releasing and relaxing. Green is the energy color of transformation and love. It lets you transform your ego and the needs of your lower chakra and allows them to open up to love. And continue breathing that color green, feeling ourselves surrounded with the green. The green color inspires you to become more loving and more compassionate. Green is the color of balance, life, and growth. And it's through balance that you discover the center from which you can love and build healthy, nourishing relationships and give and accept love. Continuing to breathe that green into our lungs, feeling it just engulf us, feeling the calm and peace of that green. The energy of green is so calming and soothing, like a soft blanket of grass under your feet. It's the color of nature, the color of trees and of grass. As you unfurl the petals of your heart chakra, you can also discover the seat of compassion, not only for others, but for yourself as well. Continue to breathe in that color green, allowing us to expand, releasing. You start to radiate love. You begin to feel the interconnection of everything in life. Breathing that green in, releasing. People with strong green energy stand tall, give out energies of openness. The gift of this chakra include a strong heart, healthy blood circulation, and boost of a healthy immune system. Breathing in that green, surrounded, releasing, continuing in the breath. People with strong green color are strong in the upper body. They're more flexible in the neck and the upper body. They also have very high lung capacity. Our next breath, we're going to really open up those lungs. Breathe in deep. Open up that lung capacity, feeling that color green expanding in the lungs, in the chest, in the heart, and releasing. On a mental level, the color green means growth and expansion. It makes forming connections with others and with the deeper parts of yourself easier. The color green brings the energies of freedom and development. It's the building block of your self-acceptance and your acceptance of others. When the green color chakra is strong, you become more sociable and you can effortlessly combine emotion with reason. You can see the connections and the importance of having a good balance between the two. On an emotional level, green is an expansive color. The gift of this color is that you radiate love and peace to let others know that they are accepted for who they are. Green makes you more loving and compassionate. It sets healthy boundaries for you so that you will remain emotionally balanced. This color teaches you to love yourself so that you will be able to love others and maintain healthy relationships. It also reminds you to stay friendly and be more empathetic to the plight of others. Continuing to breathe in that color green and releasing, feeling green surrounded by us, around us. On a spiritual level, the color green gives you instinctual knowing and growth in the spirit. It reminds you that you are entering the wonder and power of love. You are becoming more passionate, more peaceful, and more serene as you engulf yourself in the color green. You are aware that your emotions are part of something bigger and that everything is interconnected. You understand the real meaning of unconditional love, and you strive to give yourself that love. Continue breathing in that color green, feeling that unconditional love surrounded, knowing you're engulfed in it. This is your original, true, divine blueprint, your divine guidance system, this heart center. This is a place you can come anytime using visualization to connect and get balance. With your next few breaths, slowly bring yourself back, wiggling the toes, the feet, the hands. Moving yourself around, opening your eyes, and just returning back to now, to here. Thank you guys for participating in that. I hope that was beneficial for you. I hope that that helped you to understand how visualization, if we even just take 60 seconds to stop in the midst of any challenge, I don't care what it is, anything that puts us in the state of fear is the opposite of that unconditional love, of our true divine knowingness, the divine blueprint. And we can connect to that through our heart center just by stopping for 1 minute, 60 seconds and breathing in that color green. Affirming to ourselves, using affirmations for ourselves. I am worthy and deserving of love. I forgive myself and others. I am open to giving and receiving love. I live with gratitude and generosity. I honor the guiding of my heart. Those are just a few little simple ones, right? You can make up your own little affirmations that you have, just 1, 2, 3 of them that you keep on hand, a tool in your tool belt. So that when you're feeling that out of balance, when you're feeling wonky, when you're in the midst of the challenges that seem that they're taking you over, this is a tool that we have right here, right now. We might not have our oils, we might not have our crystals, we might not be able to even stop and close our eyes and go into a total meditation, but we can right here having a conversation. Every breath I can take, I can imagine I'm breathing in that color green, knowing it's bringing me into that divine connection, that peace, that calming, that knowing, the vibration, the frequency, right? It's a beautiful, amazing tool that we can use. Miss Angela says, I am working, but I feel so calm and connected. Oh, sister, thank you for sharing that. I'm so grateful that you shared that. Because, right, just getting to listen in, being a part of that energy. Do you see what we can create just with our intentions? That peaceful, calm space that's here. That's the frequency of it. You picked it up. Good morning, Pauline. Good morning, Gina. You're never late, sweetheart. It's always divine, perfect timing, right? Divine, perfect. But you definitely can go back and rewatch. So, guys, another thing that you can do with this as well, right, is if it's not affirmations, sometimes, again, especially in the midst of challenges, it's hard for us to grasp affirmation. Sometimes that ego wants to come in when we're in fear, is when ego wants to come in, step into play, and try to bark things at us that aren't necessarily true, type deal, right? So sometimes grasping affirmations can even be difficult. So something else, another tool we can use is something that you love. It might be your doggy, it might be your kiddos, your spouse, your plants in your house, a crystal, a rock, or whatever, something that you really truly like, you just love so much unconditionally, right? When we find ourselves in the midst of those challenges, if we can just picture the color green and focus on that object, that person, that place, that thing, whatever it is that brings us into that love vibration, shifts us. It shifts us. Boom, we shift it. And then we can see clear and connected and get that divine guidance and know what's right for us. And what's right for us is what spirit guided for us, right? We know that. So you even wore a green shirt today without thinking about it. I love it. So I saved this shirt today specifically for the green color day, because this is my green color shirt. And yes, I am an Oregon Ducks fan, so there's that too. And I am spotted because I put essential oils on, I put Joy on, and I didn't think about putting it on the shirt when I did it. But it'll wash out because I do it all the time. I'm always oiled up, baby. Always. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. That was the beginning part of our heart chakra, looking at the tools. Now we're going to move into, it is 9 a.m. already. Moving into our food for thought and focusing on our goals. I love Wayne Dyer's. One of my is one of my favorites, but one of his quotes is change your thought, change your life. And for me, I've definitely found Bjorn, welcome, sweetheart, welcome. I hope I'm Bjorn. I know I'm always probably not saying that right, but I'm so grateful to have you here. It's good to see you, sister. So Wayne Dyer, when you change your thought, you change your life. And I have definitely found that to be true. I love reading different information about different philosophers, different mystics, different leaders, different cultures, different belief systems. You know, these are all things open. You know, my brain is open to, I just want to expand and learn. And so it's about reading, looking at our thought process, having things around us to challenge that for me, you know, looking at things that I think about and having people bring places, things up that make me go, let's think about that. Boring. Is it bored? Okay, okay, so you would think explaining to a person how it's pronounced would be easy, but for this person, I am challenged when it comes to the English language and pronunciations. And my gift of dyslexia makes it challenging for me sometimes. So I believe born is what I'm doing that right. Bjorn. Okay. Thank you. Bjorn. Thank you. I have it now. That's beautiful. Bjorn. Welcome. And thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me to figure that out. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys. So I like to share with you guys the food for thought. We go into nourishing ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We like to focus on the spiritual laws of prosperity. Each day of the week, we break it down looking at a different one of the spiritual laws. Wednesday is all about our goals. our personal goals, our spiritual, again, mind, body, and spirit. I'm one that believes it's important that we have multiple goals for mind, body, and spirit across the board, short terms, long terms, things like that. I love, oh, awesome, Pauline. Yay. Pauline says every time she watches me, the crafts start kicking in. I love it. That makes me excited. Your muse. That's divine spirit working through us, right? That's being connected to spirit and being connected to your divine connection of that and allowing the flow. I love it. I can't wait to see what you craft this week. Last week we had crafts too, right? Using color, and we breathed in the rainbow, and then boom, look, she made this beautiful plaque. Peace and love, I think it said, right? Peace and love that was rainbow colored and had the clouds. It was so beautiful. So I can't wait to see what you come up with this week. Okay, guys. I like to share with you guys. This is a guide for spiritual living, Science of Mind magazine, scienceofmind.com. You can get your own subscription for $5 a month. Highly recommended. Beautiful tool. Again, I love teaching you guys about tools. This is one of my favorite tools I have around the house because it is daily. There's a daily food for thought. So I nourish myself every day as well, right? It's part of my spiritual practice every day. Tithing to myself is giving myself this time to connect with spirit, mind, body, and spirit. And then there's also other articles in here that are always upbeat, uplifting. Like this week or was it last month or this? I think it was last month. They were talking about mindfulness for children and different exercises we can do with the kiddos to help them to become mindful and learn meditation and things like that. So lots of cool stuff like that. I haven't had a chance yet this month to dive into it, but this is about diving deep and reaching higher. So there's a good stuff in here. But for today, we are on the 8th. Right? She said, I always miss you on the weekends. I miss the messages. Exactly. Well, if you would like your own copy, you would get all of the days of the week. So, and it's scienceofmind.com. It's really easy, scienceofmind.com. And like I said, it's $5 a month, and it's worth it. It's worth it to have the tool. It just is. Hands down. Okay. And what I love is it's amazing because spirit always is in alignment with what we're talking about. This always falls into alignment. I don't plan this out. I don't. I have a rough draft outline of what the show's going to be like, but I'm very much about letting it flow. What spirit wants to bring forward. What I love is spirit always brings the same message in 3-4 different ways for us. So because we are all unique individuals, we are all open and receiving in our own unique way. Spirit is meeting us where we are open and in our own unique pattern of how we accept and learn and receive. It's how we receive and transmit, right? So spirit's willing to always meet us in that. And so not only give us the same message in different levels, but sometimes the same message in different levels will hit us in different levels throughout ourselves. So it'll resonate in 3 different ways. Sometimes only once. I don't know, but it's just beautiful, right? So today, what is my message? What's my message is the headlines. And our first quote comes from Frank Sonnenberg. Listen to your conscience. That's why you have one. Be the author of your life story. I love when they're just so simple and like, oh yeah, I know that. That's true. We are writing the story. We get to do that. That's one of the gifts, right? Second quote today, Ernest Holmes, ideas for living. We should give of ourselves in love and in service to others, in a spirit of generosity and good fellowship. To refuse to give is to refuse to receive. For everything moves in circles. Real giving is the givingness of the self. A kind word, a thoughtful act, perhaps just a smile, can help lighten the burden of others. So we're talking about the heart chakra. We're talking about giving and receiving. Giving of ourselves in love and service. Does anybody see a connection here? I don't know. I don't know. Angela, I shared something on Facebook page that I think is perfect for this lesson. Okay, let me. I'm not over there. How do I? Let's see. Can you share it here, Angela? In the feed so I can see what you're talking about? All right, so many of us have heard the story of the reporter catching Gandhi as he boarded a train and asked, Gandhi, what is your message to the people? Gandhi replies, my life is my message. The truth in that statement is that each of our lives is our message to the world. Our lives communicate in overt and covert ways what we think, feel, and believe. The things we say, the places we go, the habits we keep, and those we try each New Year to break. All of it creates the words, sentences, and paragraphs in our book of life that we share with the world. In my particular book is a book of separation, lack, fear, and scarcity. How does this book contribute to the global library called A World That Works for All? As the writer and editor of my manuscript, I am invited to edit accordingly. Do I need to rework the book that has thus far been a horror story or a melodramatic soap opera? Is it time for me to change the genre? Each of us is invited on a regular basis to do the competitive, meditative, introspective work. Holmes reminds us, the only God man knows is the God of his own inner life. He can know no other. To assume that man can know a God outside himself is to assume that he can know something of what he cannot be conscious. What message does my life communicate about God? Boom, shakalaka. Talk about a well, we're talking about goals and we're getting the message that, maybe it's time to look at what our story is. What's our what are we writing? Do we even realize we're the ones writing it, or do we feel like we're the ones stuck in the middle of the storyline that we have no control over? It's time to realize that we do have the control. Literally what you're doing, right? Yes, you are totally doing that. Lazy day or happy days, lazy days. Sorry, I see that. Happy days. I love the happy days, by the way. It used to be one of my favorite shows when I was little, and I'm not anyway. Okay, so it wasn't new though. It was an old show when I was little. Right? Lazy days, happy days, whatever. They're good days, right? They're good days. All right, guys. So we always get an affirmation. And the cool thing is I figured out how to post it in TikTok and on Facebook now. So it's not on YouTube though, however, but you have to come Facebook or TikTok to check it out. It's a screen. Okay, how do you know how? I don't know how. I don't know. Let me see if I can come over. Hang on. Maybe I can just come over to the page really quick and see what's up here because I would love to share what you're talking about with us. Um, I'm not seeing it. Well, I might have to figure it out and share. Um, I don't see it, Angela. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not I'm not super savvy on these platforms either. I would love to say that I am and I'm getting better every day. That is truthful. Every day I'm learning more and more how to do it, but I'm not seeing over there where you posted it either, which I'm not really sure about that. First off, I want to make sure it's the right Earth Angels Heaven Sent. I have another Facebook I realized that I need to delete that's like it's got nothing really active on it under community in Facebook. Under community in Facebook. Let's see. And they keep changing everything on me. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe it is. I will see. I will see. Haha. Okay. I'm going to share the quote. Now I found it. Thank you, Angela. I found it. I found it. All right. Angela posted because she felt this was fitting, and I think you're right. Wouldn't it be powerful if you fell in love with yourself so deeply that you would do just about anything if you knew it would make you happy? This is precious how much life loves you and wants you to nurture yourself. The deeper you love yourself, the more the universe will affirm your worth. Then you can enjoy a lifelong love affair that brings you the richest fulfillment from the inside out. And that is a quote from Alan Cohen. That is beautiful. And absolutely, that's what the heart chakra work is about. That is what the heart chakra work is about. It's right there. Being able to have that self-love, how powerful it would be if we give the love to ourselves that we seek outside of ourselves from others. And then when we come into that, how powerful we understand, just like through that breathing exercise, when we radiate out that energy of true love, it's unstoppable. It's a whole different ball game than giving it out this way, radiating it. It's a different type of radiation. Does that make sense? Different type of radiation. Anyway, all right. Our affirmation for the day is: today I tell a more divine story in the message of my life. My message is a source of inspiration to me and to the world. My light shines bright. Boom. Practice prayer, meditation, having a spiritual practice. Exactly what we do on here every morning. Jeannie has a question. She says she has some psychic powers, and how do I tap into them more? Start a spiritual practice. Nourish yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Start mastering your chakras, your energy system. Prayer, meditation, energy, you will come into alignment with it. This is part of it. This chakra, interesting you asked that question, especially where we're right here. This is the divine knowingness. When this is in balance, we have that divine, instinctive, knowing, spiritual, unconditional, divine blueprint knowingness. This is our, we all come in with the divine guidance. We do. We come in with the GPS. It's right here in the center of our heart chakra. This is where spirit lives within us. God, spirit, source energy, universe, whatever you want to call it, that is your portal, your source, your space. This chakra is so important for us to really come into and spend time in meditating, breathing, calmness. Be still and know. Be still and know. This chakra will tune up everything else so quick. It's like the master tuner right here in the center, the balance spot. You're very welcome. If you haven't checked out the series, we're digging in every week. We're in week 5 right now. So we're in the heart chakra. We started in week 1 talking about chakras, what they are, what they represent, how they work, talking about 8 different types of tools. And then in week 2, we dived into the root. Week 3, the sacral. Week 4, the solar plex. We're in week 5, we're in the heart. Next week, we're going into the throat, all the way up. We're going to keep going. So you can come check out on earthangelsheavensent.com. All of the previous videos are listed there, or on the YouTube channel. It's a link to the YouTube. You can go check them out there. Facebook is a little wonky. I don't know. They wonky me out sometimes, so you might not be able to get the full feed over there. And I haven't figured out here on TikTok how to like have live feeds. I don't know if we can even do that. So, all right, guys. We're moving on. We're moving on. Here we are. We got 10 minutes left. We're getting with mind, body, and spirit. We nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We're focusing on our goals. I think we definitely picked up some good goals today. I don't know about you guys, right? But my goal is to stay in that divine flow. Practice green. I'm going to be practicing my breath, connecting to my breath this week. Practicing breathing in that color green. Stay in divine love. When I feel those challenges come on this week, I'm reminding myself I am divine, unconditional love. These are just illusions around me. I know, just remember who I am. I don't need to pay attention to what anybody else's actions are unless it's directly right in my bubble. Then it's my business, of course. I have the right, but really, usually it's not. Most things are not in my bubble. I get to be the master of my energy and my bubble. So the fairies wanted to come out and talk to us about our goals today, what we have going on. Woohoo! And there they come flying. Did y'all see that? Flying fairies. Shock, shock. All right, so we're talking about goals, what it is. We're asking what it is that'll help us to elevate, to get another perspective of the goals of the heart chakra, of mastering our energy, our focus right now. And major arcana coming in, all about balance, right? It's all about balance. Literally, our team is saying spending this time in this heart chakra, coming in, understanding, supporting, really getting to know your heart's energy is going to bring the balance that you're seeking. The giving and receiving that you have been trying to obtain. All of us are always searching for balance, all of us. And it's a daily routine. This is a daily practice, you guys. I go through my chakra systems all the time. One day you'll be totally in balance and everything, and the next day you got a little something wonky over here, right? They maybe got a little out of balance. This is why it's important to pay attention, though, so that you can deal with it right away and stay in the flow rather than leaving it, those blocks and those emotions or those things that are trying to pretend that they don't exist by resisting them. We keep them put, okay? I'm having a wonky energy too over there Exactly, right? The most important lesson with energy, mastering our energy with Reiki. Reiki, you guys, means life force energy. Reiki is in everything. It exists within everything, period, right? So it's important we learn to master these energies. This is where the balance is, 100-fold. 100-fold. Take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. How perfect with what we just practiced with that breathing exercise this morning, right? When we find ourselves in the midst of challenge, stop and breathe. You don't have to respond right away. Another one of my amazing mentors, Mama, she taught me take 3 deep breaths if you're in the midst of a challenge. Stop, breathe, and then swallow. 3 swallows. It brings your brain conscious into a shift, brings you into here, center, reminds you not to speak yet until you come into here. So you take some deep breaths, bring yourself into your heart, get in alignment with your heart. Don't speak yet, swallow 3 times before you do so that you're in alignment with your heart, and then speak what you would like to say. Come into here first. Balance. And why? Happy news. Happy news is on its way. The Princess of Autumn. Here we are coming into autumn. This is talking about going back to school, getting more education, broadening, expanding. We're talking about the heart chakra, right? This is about being able to expand. If we come into balance, we're going to be more open, like this says, right? Taking everything into consideration, open to more inputs, being open, our minds open at the top, not so locked into it has to be this way or it has to be one or the other. It can be both and. Right? We've talked about that over and over, the infinite, endless possibilities that we have available to us. But when we're so locked into it only having to be one way, we miss all the possibilities. So when we come back and we're in balance and we're in a space of love, when we are looking at life from the lenses of love rather than the lenses of fear, right? When we see it from love, we can expand and have a different viewpoint. We can see all the different varieties and possibilities and angles and come into alignment with our highest good in the situation. So this is about expanding. Green, right? The color green coming in, autumn. And it's saying good news about careers, promotions, scholarships. This is about schooling. This is, it might not be formal. Everybody here right now watching might not be like in a formal schooling setting coming up, but the school of life, you're accelerating, you're graduating. This is about expanding and leveling up, coming into new conscious awareness because you're in alignment with this and balanced. It's pretty amazing stuff what we can do when we learn to master our energy. When we see how powerful we really, really are. It's a miracle. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. Miss Pauline says, always remember to look in the mirror and tell that person in the mirror that someone loves you. Absolutely. Mirror work is so huge. Yes. Remember to tell that person, I love you. And that's a big clue. You would be surprised how many people I've worked with that cannot look in the mirror and tell themselves, I love you, and say those words. I've worked with people that can't even look in the mirror. That's heart chakra, big time right there stuff, right? Big time. So that's a really good clue. If you use that, there's another tool. Thank you for bringing that up, Pauline, right? Another tool. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you love you, how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how incredible you are, what a miracle you are. See how you do with that. Can you look and say those things with pride and love and joy, just like you would be looking at somebody else that you love so much and have no trouble saying? Can you say those things to yourself that you have no trouble saying to someone else? If not, don't beat yourself up, but understand that that is a tool. That's a clue for you, that this is the area right here that I would start doing some work in. Picturing, just visualizing, even like we just did, that can help. Visualizing, meditating. Think of the Care Bear cartoon when you think of the heart chakra. Right, exactly. I love that, Teddy. Yes, 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 yes. Think of the Care Bears. I love the Care Bears. Those are my favorites. I miss the Care Bears. They should have those guys out more. We are the Care Bears, huh, guys? Woo. All right, guys. So that is a wrap for today. Here we are on Wednesday. We've talked about some tools. We've got some tools under our belt now. In our imaginary belt that we don't, or right, imaginary. It's not really imaginary because it is actual tools, but we can't see them. So does that make them net? Anyway, we got tools in our belt, right? We know how to do this. Tomorrow, what do we talk about tomorrow? Tomorrow we talk about crystals, rocks, more color exercises, breathing, but different crystals, rocks, vibration, things like that can help us with this heart chakra, bring us into alignment. And Friday, and then tomorrow we talk about our life purpose as well, right? Our life purpose. What is your life purpose? Do you know what your life purpose is? Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out your purpose? If not, this is the spot to do it, right here. Right here. And come back tomorrow. We're going to talk more about it. We're going to talk about what your life purpose is. And Friday, recap. So if you have anything you want to share, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time. 8:30 in the morning we start. And we're an hour long, usually. A little longer, maybe a few minutes. But I did do pretty good at being an hour, setting that intention for mind, body, and spirit in an hour's time. So Friday, where I was saying, if you have any experiences along this journey that you would like to share, anything that's worked for you, any of the tools that either we've learned together or something that you've learned on your own that we haven't talked about, please share it. You can email me, earthangelsheavensent@gmail.com. You can come to the website and message me through the website, earthangelsheavensent.com. earthangelsheavensent@gmail.com is the email. And let me know. I would love, we could either have you come on the actual show and talk with us if you'd like. You're always invited to do that. But if you're camera shy, that's fine. You can give me permission to share your story or whatever it is. It's just, I'm a big believer, and I know you guys are too, that as we share, we grow, we expand, and we help each other light up, and we help each other to have that knowledge and new understanding by sharing our perspectives and our experiences. My experience is not going to be the same as yours, but they might be similar. Something I share might resonate with you and help you to shift on your journey just a little bit this way or that way. And vice versa. You sharing yours helps me along the way. So much that you guys have shared with me. You guys are such a big part of my growth and expansion. Every time I go through these chakras, every time I teach these, every time I teach a class, every time I teach on here with you guys, I'm the student as well. I am learning just as much going through every time on different levels as you guys are, hopefully, with, you know, this exchange of give and receive, you know. So Miss Karen says, I've been doing mirror work nightly before writing my gratitude for the day. 4 years later, still going, able to say I love you, spirit loves you, and praise accomplishment for the day. It works. Thank you for sharing that, Karen. You guys hear that? 4 years. She's been doing this work for 4 years. I'll tell you, well, Miss Karen's been doing this work for a long time. One of my mentors I look up to, right? Which always shows me again, too, that our work really is never done. We're always expanding and growing. She is ever expanding and growing on levels that are amazing. She finds something that's working, right? And here she is 4 years later, and it's still working for her. That's how magical and amazing these tools are when we find what works for us. So do it. Try it. What do you got to lose? Misery back guarantee. That's the one thing I promise everybody. You can try using these tools, connect to your divine prosperity, and if it doesn't work, you can have all the misery back. Guaranteed. No problem. It's all yours. Have it all back. What do you got to lose? It's guaranteed. All right. I love you guys all so very much. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. If you would like to schedule an appointment with me, earthangelsheavensent.com. I would love to work with you. Talk to you all very soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Pauline says, that's amazing. I need to start doing it, right? We're doing it together. Love and light, sister. Love and light. Oh, hang on. Space says, speaking of 4 years, I think it was 4 years ago. I think it was about 4 years ago we crossed paths too, Teddy. Can you believe that? I know. I'm like, holy Toledo. I can't believe that. We are. Earth Angels page is coming up on 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 4 years. 4 years. Oh my gosh, or 5 years. 4 or 5. I think 5 years of Earth Angels and 4 years you've been hanging with us, Teddy. That's crazy. Time flies. We're going to have a party. All right, guys. Love and light. Have a blessed day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Oops. Hang on. Hide. Reiki is a Japanese technique for stress reduction and relaxation that also promotes healing. It is based on the idea that the unseen life force energy flows through us and is what causes us to be alive. If one's life force energy is low, then we are more likely to get sick or feel stressed. And if it is high, we are more capable of being happy and healthy. Reiki is a simple, natural, and safe method of healing and self-improvement that anyone can use. It has been effective in helping virtually every known illness, and it always creates a beneficial effect. Reiki works in conjunction with all other medical or therapeutical techniques to relieve side effects and promote recovery. And because Reiki is all about the energy, it can be done at a distance, allowing you to enjoy a nice, relaxing session safely in the comfort of your own home. Schedule your in-person or distance session today. I look forward to working with you soon. Namaste.